everybody, optibotimus, back with another video review. Yes, I am doing something that I've been saying I was going to do for a very long time, and I am now finally doing them. So it should appease and shut up some people. We may be visited by my cat, who is currently over there, staring, and here she comes. And there she is. Everybody, oh, and she ran away. You guys scared away my cat. Way to go. So here is Transformers Animated Voyager Class Blitzwing. Now, Blitzwing is a triple changer, the first triple changer that we see in the animated series so far, and he's a quite fun character. I really enjoy him, but his toy leaves a lot to be desired. I'm not very impressed with it, and it really sets me off on triple changers. He's the first triple changer that I've ever owned. So he makes me hesitant to getting any other triple changer, and that's a tragic thing, I must say. So, in this mode, you can see he is some form of a tank. What kind of tank he is, I do not know. He's from the future. Therefore, I would have to be able to look into the future to be able to tell you what kind of tank he is. I'm not quite capable of doing that. So, here he is. Now, he's a bit of a split personality type of figure, and it's really kind of funny to see all the different characterizations, or whatever you want to call it, interact with one another. He's split personality, so he's crazy. But here we have the tank mode, and in the tank mode, this is typically something that is reserved for often the Arnold Schwarzenegger-ish type person. And one thing that I do particularly like, if you notice, he's got this here in the front. It's very reminiscent of the eyes. If you look here, it looks like the eyes of the Arnold Schwarzenegger figure, and I'll show you that here shortly. He does come with missiles that go ka-pew, pew, that go flying out. They can serve as missiles or later as jet thrusts in his mode for that. But he kind of looks like, especially like this, he kind of looks like he's supposed to be in RoboCop. I don't know. I'm not a real big fan. This is my aside from the robot mode, this is my favorite mode. So this is not too terribly bad. Now, to go ahead and transform him to Jet, what you want to do first, what I like to do, is come up here and just kind of lift these little guys, get those out of the way, and then straighten out the front panels. Those front panels are going to become his wings. Swing those out, and you now have his wings. Come around here to the bottom, release this, slide that up, and that'll click into place right there. Then you just extend the nose cone from the underside of the cockpit area. You have to use nails, and you will extend it out thusly. Then you come around here to the back, kind of tuck these back under. And this part's always a little bit tricky, but you have to separate the top turret section. And I've seen some people call them turrets. They're not turrets, they're turrets. Tards. So you got this kind of back like this. Lift these cannons up and then rotate them. So you will have the screws on the bottom half. And then you have to kind of then you have to tug a little bit to loosen this up. Bring that to the back. Make sure that these are now facing up, forward like. Then you have to come around here, and these little holes, which you can barely see, that hole here and that hole here, will peg into a section here on the treads of the tire once you extend the foot. So let's go ahead and extend the foot. You lift that section, and you rotate that section out, and you replace the panel. Do that on the same side here. Slide that out. Release that. Put that back down. And then you gotta kind of make sure that the feet stay all nice and tight. And now you can clip it into here, theoretically. Oh, it's because I'm retarded. You have to keep this like this. I apologize, guys. I apologize. So now you can fit this on here properly, and just push that right up there, and then you will see it kind of latch together. Make sure that everything is lined up properly. Bring this up. yeah. Bring these out. And lift this, and it comes loose again. I do not like this jet mode. It is very loose feeling, feels very flimsy, does not feel secure whatsoever. Kind of make sure everything is pushed down. But here's the jet mode for him. It's not too bad looking, but it just has a couple minor flaws. Number one, the feet are especially up here, they don't really lock into anything very securely, and because of that, it makes this back section not want to lock in, which is rather annoying. You have a big giant gaping hole here, as you can see, that's rather obnoxious, how that just kind of sticks out. The tank treads on the bottom, it basically just looks like a tank with wings in a cockpit. People that sit there and say that this is show accurate, this is not show accurate. It doesn't look show accurate. I do not see tank treads when he's flying through the sky. And it would look a whole lot better, literally, if you could find out a way to rotate it so that it's, if you could get them like, I don't know, I'm just making up some random stuff. If you could do it like this, it would look a whole hell of a lot better, but you can't. And now I got them all jacked up. So he's not particularly one of my favorites. He's actually kind of a letdown. And see, I'm constantly having to adjust this. It doesn't stay in very well. You can put the missiles back in here to create the appearance of having thrust fire coming out of his ass. I just don't really like how it looks. I'm not impressed with it all that much. Can't really do anything. But that's going to be it for part 2 here of the video review, or part 1, I'm sorry, of the video review. In part 2, I'll show you guys how to transform him to robot mode and give you a bit of a description of that and all that fantastic stuff. So until then, this is optibotimus saying see you on the flip side.